my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another Sunday Reset. Today I am lucky enough to have a little bit of time to myself here at home. All of my family is out doing other things. My husband and my boys are over at Mimi's house, Mimi and Papa's house, and they're working on getting the garden ready to go for the year. She does a vegetable garden with my boys and they love it. They love to go get their harvest when we go over. They love to make us salads, you know, with the food that they grow. So that's a lot of fun. They're preparing that. My daughter is actually headed over as well. She's gonna be doing some cleaning out of their garage. She's gonna help Mimi and Papa with cleaning out the garage. So I have some quiet time to myself. I just had my grocery order delivered and I am going to get that all sorted out and figured out. It is actually the middle of the week during spring break. So when you're seeing this, it's not an actual Sunday. Normally these are Sunday things, but it is not a Sunday for me, luckily. It is a Wednesday at, noon, 11:51, and it's kind of nice to just have some daylight. It's a gorgeous day outside. I've got the front door screen on. I should probably crack open some windows and get some airflow in here because it is just a lovely day. So if you are here for some everyday cleaning motivation, let's go ahead and get started. Thanks for being here, my friend. Now that we've got some airflow here in the house, we're going to go ahead and get these groceries unloaded. I have mentioned 1,000 times here on my channel, probably, maybe more, that I order my groceries through Walmart Plus and they get delivered to my front door, and it is beyond convenient, I have to tell you. I didn't used to do this because we didn't live close enough to have delivery, but my Walmart is literally like 5 minutes down the road, and so this is just so very convenient. I will say you have to be able to give up some control. I don't get to hand pick my fruits and vegetables and things like that, so if that's important to you, delivery is probably not the option. However, if I need, really good looking fruit for some kind of, luncheon or something that I'm hosting, then I'll definitely make sure I go pick my own. However, for just day-to-day consumption, I don't really need it to be super pretty. I just need it to be good, and the convenience that I get from having my groceries delivered is worth every single control that I'm giving up. So I really don't mind it. In fact, I kind of despise grocery shopping. So this just eliminates that from my plate, and it's so easy for me to just go through what I reordered or what I ordered the week before and just reorder majority of the same things, since we do, eat a lot of the same foods and things that we need, like greens for the lizard and that kind of thing. So I love ordering my groceries and having them delivered, and just bringing them in and taking them all out makes my life so much easier. So I got all my groceries unloaded and out on the counter. This is the easiest way for me to put things away, because then I can just kind of take inventory and know what I have. And we'll just do a quick little grocery haul. We haven't done one of these in a hot minute. Sorry, you can hear my creaking floor, but I got 3 loaves of bread. We do the artisanal bread because I usually keep 1 out and then 2 in the freezer. My kids eat sandwiches almost daily, and there are 5 children, so the bread goes fast. We do the little miniature blueberry muffins for Ryan. He loves those. That's my little list. some red seedless grapes. I am a huge fan of grapes. I love to have these. I just leave them on my counter in a colander and my family devours them, which is really great. String cheese. I got some Italian sausage as well as kale and tortellini because I'm going to do the tortellini soup. Eggs. I did get chicken strips. My kids love those. As well as pierogies. We're going to do chicken apple sausage and pierogies one night this week for dinner. Let's come over here and see what we have. So like I mentioned, chicken apple sausage for dinner one night. We've got tons of chicken. We're going to do Marry Me chicken one night, and I don't know what else just yet. We'll see. I hadn't planned out a ton of food yet. I kind of figured we'd go with the flow because sometimes we eat out, especially on vacation. So butter, cream cheese, and bagels. That's something we don't always have, but something different. I got more Cholula hot sauce. That's something everybody loves. Danny drinks the Coke Zero. Pete's Major Dickinson. What are these? K-Cups? I used to drink these too, but these are Danny's favorite. I now drink the Nespresso. Turkey breast for sandwiches. I got greens for the lizard. I don't know if you know that, but my boys have a lizard upstairs. Kale for the tortellini salad or soup. You can use spinach if you prefer, but I love kale. And I like that little bit of texture that it adds to the soup. So this really does like hold up its texture when you put it in a soup. So I love this. Strawberries and raspberries and pineapple. The pineapple was on sale, so I got pineapple this week. More laundry soap, more almond butter biscuits. My kids love these. They eat them as a treat. They're delicious. Sweet and salty nut bars. They love those granola bars. Paper plates, chicken broth. Why did I need the chicken broth? Oh, for the tortellini soup. I got lemonade mix and lemonade. So what happens is when that's gone, we refill it with the powdered lemonade. Popcorners, these are one of my favorite sweet snacks. This is not from today. This is actually leftover from yesterday. I drink a Premier Protein every day. I find these absolutely delicious and it helps me try to get in 100 grams of protein a day. I'm trying. I don't know how often I'm actually hitting it, but I'm trying. Chips for the kids, as well as toilet paper, litter for the cat boxes and cat food. And over here we have a cereal. I do 3 types. So the 2 that everybody primarily eats are the Cheerios. Danny eats the plain Cheerios, the boys, and Michaela will eat the Honey Nut Cheerios. I have to sneeze, hold on. It is officially allergy season, but I also try to get one like treat cereal, if you will. So this week it's Cinnamon Life. Couple of like pantry staples. So sun-dried tomatoes for the Marry Me chicken. I got tomato sauce because I always try to keep some in my pantry for butter chicken. And I already used the 2 that we had. Sweetened condensed milk as well. I keep that on hand for rice pudding. This is the water flavoring that I love, the Mio pomegranate, berry pomegranate. So got some of that. Coffee creamer, orange juice, heavy cream, dishes that need to get done. And then lastly, over here, I did pick up some little potatoes from the Little Potato Co. I love these under our Marry Me chicken. We eat these a lot. So a couple of onions and some bananas that are gonna be a minute till we can enjoy. I hate when they do that. That's my only complaint about grocery delivery is the green bananas. Everything else they do a great job with. And now comes the part that I dread the most when it comes to groceries, and that's cleaning out the fridge, emptying out anything that is old or expired or leftovers that nobody ate. I absolutely hate getting rid of food. I hate throwing food away. It feels incredibly wasteful, especially when I know that there are people out in the world who could use that food, I feel like, man, it just feels terrible. So I try really hard not to. I will find things that are close to expiration and I will pull them out and find a reason to use them either for lunch or, you know, a snack for the kiddos if I can do that. But I also needed to wipe things down. My fridge is actually pretty dirty. Well, it's not now. I cleaned majority of it except for the meat drawer. There is some cardboard that got stuck to the bottom from some pineapple that had leaked, and I need to clean it, but I'm going to have to bust out the steamer for that. So didn't do that today. It's one of those things that, you know, you put off till tomorrow, but definitely need to get that done. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe things down before we put food away. And this took me forever, you guys. Forever. It's going to seem like it went by really fast, and I only did a portion of it on camera because I needed to kind of pick up the pantry. It had gotten messy again. So I went through that, got rid of old tortillas, that kind of thing, and it just kind of reorganized because my kids have been exploring in the kitchen. They've been doing a lot of cooking and baking on their own, and I totally encourage that. I want them to do that. They're going to have to be able to cook for themselves one day. So I encourage them to get in there and get food made. They just don't always put things away nicely or in an organized fashion. So I have to go in and do it, you know, fairly regularly. So on this day, it took me probably close to 3 hours to get the kitchen clean and all of the food put away and the pantries reorganized, but it was worth it in the end. It always is, isn't it? Okay, I turned off the camera so I could finish putting the groceries away because I needed to move things around. I needed to wash all the fruit. I needed to clean out trash. It was a hot mess. The pantry was a hot mess. I kind of cleaned it up. It is really full right now, except for my extras bin. I need to make a BJ's run. That's our big box store, but recyclables need to get taken out. But I filled everything. I replenished everything except chocolate chips. But I just needed to like reorganize and get things situated. Like, I don't know. It was just a hot mess in here. So I had to clean it up. I desperately need to vacuum and mop the floor in here. So we'll do that at some point. We're going to close that for now. But This is my recycling from, you know, everything I've put away. This is trash from the fridge and cleaning things out. I made quite a mess over here from cleaning out the fridge and cleaning fruit. It smells like a whole lot of vinegar right now. This stuff is stuff I need to rinse and throw away. I need to put this away. I restocked the coffee. I restocked the fridge. I need to clean the fridge. It's disgustingly dirty. Here's a look at how we're doing in here. Everything got restocked and put away. I washed all the fruit, dried all the fruit, put all the fruit away. Like it was a process. And guess what time it is now? 1:30, you guys, 1:30. I started filming at like what, 11:50? And it's 1:30 and I've finally finished. And I haven't even cut the pineapple yet, but I have been devouring these grapes because they're so good. Now that the groceries are put away, I'm going to go ahead and take a second to wipe down the counters and get that area cleaned up as well. And then we'll be ready to move on to the next chore. Okay guys, so I just got a super exciting package. I think I recently talked about my love for climbing roses. I finally bought my first David Austin rose, and that is what is in this package. So we're gonna open this up. I gotta figure out what the care instructions are and what I need to do. I don't know if I need to like let it acclimate before I put it in the ground. We've got some pretty nice weather right now. It gets chilly at night, like down in the high 30s, but I just need to see what I need to do first. So let's get this out and take a look. I don't even know if it's bare stem. Like, I'm not sure what we're dealing with here. Okay, so here's where it says, congratulations on your rose. Okay, so pick your location, 6 hours of sun, 3 to 4 feet away from other plants. Okay. Dig a hole, remove the soil from the hole, and mix with organic potting soil that does not contain granular fertilizer. Okay, that's good to know, because when I first plant something, I always add some fertilizer. So that's good to know. No granular fertilizer. Remove rose from container. Use soil mix from step 2 to plant rose in the center of the hole. About 1, do not use, yes, okay. May burn the roots and kill the rose. Interesting. Okay, 1 to 2 inches of water per week. Roses love water, but hate wet feet. Give them at least 1 to 2 inches of the depth of a tuna can of water. Okay, newly planted roses should be watered 2 to 3 times per week until established. Water at the base, not overhead, to discourage potential disease. All right, well, that's really good to know. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. So I got what's called TheGenerous Gardener. I showed a picture of this before, but I'll pop it here on the screen. Like I said, it's a climber and it has these beautiful pink flowers. And so I am super excited. There are so many leaves and like so many more coming in. This is going to be a really fragrant rose, I can tell, because there's a lot of thorns. So that is good. And it already has this stick here. So to help, encourage it to climb, as you can see how it kind of like wraps around here. So we're going to need to get a trellis and get this up. I am going to be heading to the garden center on Friday, which when you see this, I'll have already gone and I'm going to film it, but I'm going to look for trellises there as well. But The leaves look so nice and green. I was nervous about ordering online, you guys, but David Austin roses are hard to find, so I didn't want to have to worry. And I wanted a specific one, so this is really exciting. I'm probably not going to put it in the ground today because I don't have soil, and I want to make sure I get the right soil. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to water it because it feels pretty dry. I'm going to water her, and then we're going to put her outside and just kind of let her get used to the New England weather. I am not exactly sure where she came from, so I just want to make sure that, you know, she's prepared. So we'll just put her on the front porch for now. Oregon. She traveled from Oregon, which I do believe Oregon is a similar zone to us. We are zone either 5B or 6A, and sometimes we can even grow plants all the way up to 7, zone 7. But yeah, so I think Oregon will be a very similar, I do believe would have us. Ma'am, get off the table. What in the world? You cannot be up here. But don't do it again. Naughty girl. Oh my goodness. Luna, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be on the table. No, you're not. Look at her face. You're not supposed to be on the table. Okay, you go that way. Don't you do it again. Okay, let's get it outside. Let's get it watered, and let's get it enjoying some sun. Roses are by far my favorite flower. They were a flower that we used at our wedding, and I just think they are timelessly beautiful. I love an English rose. I love a regular rose. I love a tea rose. I love them all. They're beautifully fragrant, and I just think they're so beautiful and feminine and timeless. So I am so excited to have my first climbing rose. And I only got one because I wanted to see how I could handle it. And if it does well, then maybe I'll grab another one for the other side of our house. But I just am so excited to watch this grow. And I've seen so many videos and pictures of them getting huge and very bushy and beautiful, and the smell just overtaking your entire front porch. So I am beyond excited to watch that happen throughout the spring and summer. Another chore that took me several hours was laundry. I have so much laundry, you guys, every single weekend, and that's okay. There's a lot of us, right? There's 7 people in my family, so there's going to be a lot of laundry. Then you add in sheets and, you know, uniforms and all of that. There's just always so much stuff to take care of, and it's not a big deal. I don't mind it. This is a chore I actually enjoy, so I don't mind doing this, but just going to take a second now to flip over the laundry, and then we're going to move over into my entryway. I wanted to just take a second to wipe down glass and get some dusting done. This is a chore I try to do about every other week, and I don't know, it reminds me of being a kid. This was one of my chores as a kiddo, was dusting, and I don't have my kids do the dusting chore because I actually kind of like it. This is one of those chores I don't mind. And usually my daughter will be the one to clean this front door off. But I just did it really quickly. It wasn't too bad. I wanted it done so that I could enjoy the grass coming in. I come out here and do a walk through our flower beds every single morning, pick out little random weeds. I look at how things are coming in. It's so ridiculous, but I love it so much. I do a quick little walk around the front of the house and down the side of the house, and I think about all the things I can't wait to plant and all the things that are going to be coming in. I am so excited about all of that, and I can't wait to see as more and more flowers come in and the greenery comes in. It's just so nice to see everything coming alive and coming out of dormancy. and I took a trip out to a local nursery that had the most beautiful flowers out. I did film it. I was out with Sandy and Stacy, and I can't wait to share that with you. So that should be coming up later this week. Now that I did some quick dusting, I'm going to go ahead and put our stools here up on our island. I do this at least once a day, and I'm going to turn on the narwhal and let it go ahead and vacuum and mop. Every single day I will have it vacuum and mop at least our main area, which is this space here between the kitchen and the dining room and the big open area before the family room. And that way it just makes sure that it's clean and it always looks really nice, because the way that the light hits the floor, you can see every little bit of dust, let me tell you, and that is not always enjoyable to look at. So if I just run this sweet little bad boy every day, it gets everything nice and clean, and I don't have to worry about that, and I don't have to do the mopping, which is even better. I am also going to go ahead and just load everything here into the dishwasher. My house is hustling and bustling around me, as you can see. It was a busy Saturday. Nothing new. This is kind of how it goes. And Danny was taking the boys over to his parents to go get some yard work done and to help out over there. So we're just going to get these dishes done and we'll move on. Another weekend chore is watering my plants. I have several house plants throughout my house, and I'm actually in the process of acquiring some more. And now that everything is coming out of dormancy, it's time to start watering regularly again. I was watering about once or twice a month during the winter months, and just kind of keeping an eye. Most of my house plants like to be pretty dry, but now that they're growing, it's time to water them more often. So right now I'm doing about every 10 days or so, sometimes every 2 weeks. And we're also going to start fertilizing again. I just use an indoor plant fertilizer to make sure that during their growing seasons, they're getting plenty of food and nutrients. And I have all of those things linked in my Amazon storefront, which is listed down below for you. So if you're curious, I use just a Miracle-Gro indoor food or indoor plant fertilizer. It's like $5, and it has done, perfectly fine to keep my plants nice and green during the growing season. And that, my friends, is going to bring us to the end of this week's Sunday Reset. I know it wasn't much, but we got some stuff done and feeling prepared for the start of the new week. I can't believe spring break is over. We're back to work tomorrow. I just wish that I could make it last a little bit longer. We had such a nice spring break with, just family time and baseball games, and the boys won their soccer game yesterday. Griffin scored a goal. It's just been a really beautiful and relaxing spring break. I got to spend time with my friends. Danny and I got away to Newport for a day, and it just was a beautiful 9 days, and I'm sad to see it go, but 40 days of school left and summer break will be here. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed today's content, and subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a beautiful day, my friends.